Friday Night Baseball from the Bay Area and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Houston Astros and the Oakland A's. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Catfish Hunter is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy really struggled last year. This season's going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much better pitcher than he was last year.
That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. And we are set for baseball here this evening. The 2-1 home.
Count is 3-1.
And Dan Biro, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only Game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now. Catfish has logged upwards of 3,400 innings of work so far in his career and logged in with an ERA in the low 3s. Full count still. A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. Payoff pitch one more time. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. And the leadoff man is gone to start the evening.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
At the plate now, Kyle Tucker. Full count now, 3-2. Now here it comes. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Man, that's always tough. He was a strike away from striking out 2 in a row, but he got a little careless and caught too much of the plate there. It gets ripped for a 1-out extra base hit, and he's got some work to do now to get out of this one.
Into the box now, number 30. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
In now, Gary Cox. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. Now the 2-1 pitch. On a rope to the second baseman. And the runner gets back. No double play. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that They have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
So now to the plate, Craig Biggio.
Nope.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
So now into the box is Jeff Bagwell. And Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and a sliding try at that one, but it'll get through for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. The 1-1 fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Runners at the corners, 2 men out.
Oh,
That's
too
high
high.
for a ball. It's 2-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Here now the 2-2.
3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Count remains full. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. In to score is the runner from first. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Sometimes you get off on the wrong foot, and it's hard to get back on the right one. That's the 4th hit he's given up here already in the early going. He's got to find a way to string some outs together, or he's going to be in some deep trouble.
To the plate now, Alex Bregman.
Count is
2-1.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
4 runs here in this half inning. And it's fouled away.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Astros lead it 4-0. Nolan Ryan, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Now to the plate, here is Ricky Henderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. This is lifted out to left. Cox will wait on it. 1 gone.
Batting second.
Time now for a glance
The
at Bob
shortstop,
Melvin's A's starting
Elvis.
lineup. Mark, what do you have on this
And
lineup
Bruce.
as they go for their first win?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at-bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Stepping in now, Elvis Andrews. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle
The
cut,
designated
though.
hitter.
Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Standing in now, Jason Giambi.
We got 2 balls.
Inside
1
and
strike.
low, 2-1. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jason Giambi. Andres, base runner at first with 1 out. Three balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH. Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Reggie Jackson.
Ready now is Reggie Jackson. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-1 pitch. That
That's
nibbled
out.
the corner there, but missed. 2-1. 2 out with the man at first. High and deep down the left field line. And foul. Here's the pitch on 2-2.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
1 left for Oakland. They're down 4-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Jason Castro. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ball even at 2-2. Too high. Ball 3.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy
Now
at the
batting,
letters. That's
the
the
designated
ultimate
hitter,
challenge pitch, and for me
Jordan
personally, watching
Alvarez.
hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
At the plate now, Jordan Alvarez. And this is swung on and hit to Lowry at second. And that's the 2nd out.
The right fielder, number 31, Kyle Tucker.
Next, it'll be Kyle Tucker. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
2 out, nobody on. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
The 3-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Popped him up. Murphy has a play. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They lead it 4-0. Stepping up is Matt Olson, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job 1 at-bat at a time.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Now another 2-2. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Batting 6.
No one on with 1 down, and that'll bring up Sean Murphy. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the 2nd out.
Batting 7. The center fielder, number 22.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And digging in now, Ramon Laureano. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Fouled off. Another 1-2 delivery.
I got to count 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
2 out, nobody on. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail here 4-0. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. We looked into the numbers, and as a team, they've had a contact rate of over 85% in this game, meaning that when they swing the bat, they're missing the ball less than 15% of the time. To put that into context, the very best teams in baseball usually are right around 80% for an entire season. So at least for today, they're displaying an amazing ability to put wood to ball.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Belted high and deep into right center. Going back is the right fielder, and it's gone as they add still another. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
In now, Gary Cox. No outs, nobody on. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
And obviously, this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard, too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
Fouled away. The next 3-2. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Craig Biggio.
1 out, bases empty, and digging in now at the plate will be Craig Biggio. 1 out, nobody on. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Makes the throw to first. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 5.
Digging in next, Jeff Bagwell, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. The 2-1 home. High chopper towards first. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's the Astros 5 and the A's nothing. And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. And his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going. The 1-1 home. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
1 and 2.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Got him to go down swinging there. Matt Chapman is dealt with for the first
baseman,
out in the bottom of the inning.
Lowry.
So now to the plate, Jed Lowry. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Fastball just inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 3-1. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, left fielder, Ricky.
Next up is Ricky Henderson. It was a fly out for him to start the home first.
2-1 the count.
Lowry, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Shot toward right center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, I like this right here. Offense putting a little bit of pressure right here on the defense. This game is not over yet. And if somebody can catch a gap or maybe hit one out, we got a chance to get back in this ball game. We might have something here.
Into the box now, Elvis Andrews. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. And it's fouled away. Fouled off. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Now the A's designated hitter, Jason Giambi, flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with sac fly.
And that'll put him on the board as it's now a 5-1 ball game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Next to hit, Reggie Jackson. Here comes the 1-2. Fouled away. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Memories being made at the ballpark tonight, as they should be. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. All set for the start of the 4th, and the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. The 1-1.
Yeah! 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Popped him up. Olsen in foul ground. 1 down.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
So 1 out and nobody aboard, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
Now back, catcher, Jason Castro.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. 5-1 our score as we play the fourth here. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Astros go down 1-2-3. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and here comes the first baseman, Matt Olson. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. And he makes the throw to first. Olson is retired, and there's one away.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Into the box, Sean Murphy. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And up next will be Ramon Laureano. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Striding in is Matt Chapman. Struck out in his first at bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Ryan sets. Here's the 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. The A's strand 1. They're down 5-1. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. A little bit outside. 2-1. Looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw now in the Oakland pen. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Astros right now would do anything to get this leadoff hitter on.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now the 3-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the number 2 spot.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Show Track tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
New pitcher set to take over now. It's the right-hander Sergio Romo that gets the call.
Sergio Romo.
Stepping in now, Kyle Tucker. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Now at the plate, number 30. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run, but listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Here's the 2-2. 3-2. Gary Cox is on deck. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away. So a nice running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a nice route, covered a good amount of ground, 100 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. Well done. Standing in now, Gary Cox.
2 balls,
2 balls and a strike.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
The 2-1 home.
I got 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit it now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Possibly a double play ball now for Andrus to Lowry at the bag. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Craig Biggio digging in now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Cox, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there's ball 2 now. Little slide step action there, Dan.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Steal.
2-2. Runners on the move for second. Swing and a blooper down the right field line. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And the runner will score from first. Biggio ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. The tag, and he's safe. And they're pulling away. They lead by 7. At the plate, Jeff Bagwell. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
1-2.
Now here's the pitch. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Drilled on the ground to short. There is Andrus. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. Last half of the 5th coming up. Houston leads this one 8-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Jed Lowry. The 1-1. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
To the plate now, Ricky Henderson. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. Not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Number 30 comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
Next up for the A's, Elvis Andrus. It was a walk in his last trip. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jason Giambi. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like you did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
Ryan sets. Here's the 2-1.
The count is 3-1.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss as he was way early on that one. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Now into the box, Carlos Correa. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Three-two pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball.
But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
The next 3-2. Line drive base hit.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in a big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Into the box now, Alex Bregman. Popped him up. Andres shading to his right. 1 out.
The batter, the catcher, Jason Castro.
Next to hit is Jason Castro. 0 for 2 for him to this point. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Correa stands at first with 1 out. Bounced weakly near the plate, but that one rolls foul. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
The batter, the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
So now to the plate, Yordan Alvarez. And, ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Laureano retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Astros leave 1, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Now to the plate, Reggie Jackson. He'll be the one to start things out for Oakland in their half of the 6th inning. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Ball 2.
Here now the 2-2. He's down low, and he gets the call. Strike 3 looking. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
In now, Matt Olson. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson. First home run of the campaign for him, and this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Standing in now, Sean Murphy. Sent on the ground out to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, number 22.
Now at the plate is Ramon Laureano. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here. Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
In the dirt, did he go around? Yes, he did. Castro has it, but the throw's late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. At the plate now is Matt Chapman. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Laureano is off at first with 2 away. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th. It's now 8-2. 7th inning ready to roll, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Kyle Tucker. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a little blooper to center, and that'll get down for a base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Stepping in now, number 30. Chopper to short. To Lowry at the bag. Well, he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
So 1-1. Hit hard to short. And a sliding effort there at short, but this ball finds its way through for a base hit. Throw won't get him. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Gary Cox has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Lou Trevino comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Lou Trevino.
To the plate now, Craig Biggio. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. Three-two pitch. High in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Striding in for Houston, Jeff Bagwell. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, but this will land untouched. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this is swung on and hit to Lowry at second. Right to him. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. The Astros on top, 9-2. Here's Jed Lowry now, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. To 2-2 now. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Here now the 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Henderson.
Into the box now, Ricky Henderson. Changeup laid off down around the shins. Here it comes. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by on the base hit.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there.
Now
You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th, as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Luis Rodriguez is out from the bullpen now, as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Luis Rodriguez.
At the plate, Elvis Andrus, and he fouls this one off.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, man, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
So now to the plate, Jason Giambi. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Another try at 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen. The A's strand 1. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. So now to the plate, Carlos Correa. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 0 for 11. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Standing in now, Alex Bregman.
At the ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Elvis at short. Fielded cleanly in time to first, and there are 2 away. Next to dig in, Jason Castro. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. The 1-2. Left side, but well foul. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. He'll try again. 1-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. 1-2-3 go the Astros, but they hold a 9-2 lead. So here's the cleanup hitter, Reggie Jackson. The 1-1. Hard hit ball to second, reined in. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Olson.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. There was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he absolutely torched the fastball his last time up. Pretty much a no-doubter, so he's got to be feeling pretty confident right here.
Fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Sean Murphy waits on deck. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Now back, the catcher.
In at the plate is Sean Murphy. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-1 is strike 2, swinging.
1 ball.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Here's another 1-2. Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning. A's are gone in order. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Adam Kolarek enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 21, Adam Kolarek.
Now the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
now, Kyle Tucker. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
The next 1-2 pitch. And he has to fight this one off to stay alive as this is fisted fouled off to the left side. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping in now, number 30. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
Talk about stopping the bleeding right here. This guy has come in and just executed everything he's wanted to against this offense. Nice to settle the boys down, maybe regroup, and we can get the bats going.
Hit hard to third. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 9-2 lead. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. Here comes the 1-2.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. So here is Matt Chapman, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. Right on the inside, Black taken for a called strike. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
At the plate now, Jed Lowry.
That's a ball.
Splitter taken here, 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Last strike now for Oakland. And it's 3-2 now to the number 9 hitter. Ricky Henderson would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over. A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Houston Astros jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Nolan Ryan gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. Catfish Hunter permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 9 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Athletics, 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 28 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.